Peace and love. Sending you all positive energy, high vibes, 000 on the clock. Success on your entrepreneurship, all love, all positivity. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You hit the like button and you leave me any comments or any questions in my description below. Today I'm going to be reading the energy of what house the universe is telling us to step into. Always be familiar that when we're dealing with the houses, we're dealing with the energy of our personal lives, also the energy of the collective consciousness as a whole. Okay, so we can tune in to the energy of what house we are in by our age by going on astral.com. I'll place the link in the description below, and you can get your birth chart, and it'll let you know by your age what house you are in by skipping a house in the birth chart. I have a video on it. Skip the first house for that 12 years and then count from there. So I'm going to place how you find your houses as well in my description below. Oh, it already came out, so I don't need to shuffle anymore. And just be mindful that if you need help reading your birth chart or you want to know the energy of it, I have it broke down on my page, all aspects of astrology. And I also will be able to assist you in reading it if you need help, because that's what I do. So we're in the energy of the crab, Cancer. Okay, now Cancer energy is that private energy, that super intuitive, sensitive, and emotional. So they're connected with hard empathy of psychic. It says intuition to protect attitudes from the past about, resulting from the history of your feelings, attitudes from the past about, use your intuition and intuition to protect the attitudes from the past about the resulting from the history of. Okay, now this is my first time doing these cards. Not first time doing them, but read them, and they have them upside down, but it's intuitive energy. Okay, when we're dealing with Cancer energy is in the 4th house. When we're dealing with Cancers, they're very family oriented, they're very sensitive, they love to be around their family, participating in events. Okay, super loving and giving energy when we're dealing with Cancer. So Cancer house is symbolic to our home life, our roots, our heritage, okay, and our household, our comfort. Okay, so when we deal with that Cancer energy, it's deeply intuitive. So we want to make sure, like as the universe is telling us from the energy, that we go inside and we fix the problems that we have by tapping into our higher guidance, our intuition. Okay, when we're dealing with our intuition, it is our navigating system. It's going to lead us with our heart to beautiful places, to be able to tap into our aspirations, our drives, what's fulfilling to us, and be able to have us to go in that right direction. Okay, so we have to be able to go back. I always say this, and discern the paths to heal. Okay, if we are moving forward and we have not became one with the experiences that was not so good, the childhood trauma, the past wounds, we're going to have a burden. We're going to have weight on the back. It's going to feel like something is weighing us down. Okay, holding baggage. So we always want to be able to be okay with returning back. If you hear me teach, I always say there's nothing wrong with going backwards in order to fix what needs to be fixed to a sin. Okay, because if we are not healed properly, we have not became one with that past, accepted it, had that clearance and release, okay, to have that closure, then we're not going to be able to vibrate to the highest frequency of love and connect to our highest potential, because we're still holding on to things that's no longer serving for the highest good. Okay, so it's okay. So we're dealing with that Cancer energy. It's telling us if we are not connected with the family life, you know, loved ones, showing great companionship and intimacy to connect physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, okay, and be able to share, have passion, show love, and connect with the family members that resonates with you to your highest good, that want to give you that empowerment, that love, that nourisher energy as divine feminine energy. Okay, because we all do know, you know, even connecting with friends, okay, because family is not always determined by blood. We can have individuals that is not family but treat us like they love us, okay? And we have to have the understanding of the meaning of family, okay? Family is someone that is loving, that's high vibrating to us, that's fulfilling, someone that helps us add on to the happiness we already have for ourselves, someone that we can confide in, you know, someone we can have a great friendship with, okay, someone that is protecting us and being by our side when we need them the most, okay? So that's how I look at as family, because that's how loyal I am. It's someone that is loving, nourishing, healing, high vibrating, and that is encouraging you and giving you compliments, making sure that you're good. Okay, that's how I view family. And it always is not blood sometimes. It's individuals that are no kin, and that's fine, okay? That's fine. You know, I'm the type of individual that I'm just here to express the love, and I hold that loyal energy, that heart empathy, nourisher, healer, lover, and loyal to the T. Like I just really into that energy. So once we become familiar with our true divinity, we always want to have individuals around us that's high vibrating for us, okay, that we know we can trust, we know we can confide in, okay, and we know that they are real. Okay. And sometimes we spend a lifetime trying to find individuals that's real, that resonates with us, and that's damn. Okay. And it's great to have individuals like that on your team. Okay. And I always say 10-10. My ancestors right now at this moment is my biggest team. They got my front and my back. But we had to be able to connect with individuals like that, because we are what we attract, and what we are around is what our energy goes into, you know. And if we're around someone that's loving, that's high vibrating to us, that gives us good accomplishments, and always is there by our side when we need them, it's going to be uplifting for the soul. Okay, it's going to add to our happiness. Okay, so cancers are very connected with the private life. Okay, they are individuals that are quiet, shy, but they will give you their shirt up off their back. Okay, they can be over giving, okay, and over kind to individuals that is not kind to them. Okay, so their lows is to make sure that they are connecting, I'm outside, with individuals that resonates with them. Okay, individuals that are showing them the same love that they give them. Okay, and Cancer energy also is really cool and quiet. So over aggressive individual will run a Cancer away, because they sweetheart, they kind hearted. So for intense relationships, Cancers is going to be attracted to individuals that have that love and that kind heart. Okay, over aggressive individual is going to run a Cancer away. Okay, because they sweethearted and they kind and they soft, they super emotional, so they deep empath. So they're going to be somewhere into that. They're going to like culinary arts. They're going to like the mystical world as well. Okay, they're going to be seen as shy if they haven't tapped into their spirituality, because when we're dealing with shyness, we have the understanding, once we are tapped into the true divinity, that our whole purpose is to connect with individuals, have that cultivating and that great companionship with others in order to connect with the harmonizing field of love. Okay, and we deal with the heart space. That's the highest vibration to emit to. Okay, so we then have the understanding we have to use our throat chakra to become social for business, being business oriented. Okay, also to meet other people, to have that great companionship, because we have that great companionship that's going to give us a great outlook in the past, in the future, you know. So we always want to be able to build strong foundations and great relationships that is fulfilling. Okay, I always be familiar with that, and we always want to tap into the ancestral roots when we're dealing with also Cancer energy, to know our past heritage. Okay, once we have the understanding of our past heritage, we have the understanding of who we are as divine beings. 1414 was just on the clock, you all. My phone is like faded out. Okay, it's because I'm sitting out actually in the sun. It's kind of windy, so I don't know what's up with this phone, but just bear with me. But we always have to know what was to know what is, okay? So whatever our religion might be, we want to be able to tap into our ancient ancestors' roots to see what type of knowledge did they study, what type of foods did they eat, you know, what energy that our past origin connected with to help us to connect with our true divinity, because that's going to help us on our path as well. We always want to be able to return back to our ancestral roots and know the history. Once we do, it helps us to align with the true divinity of the soul. You know, for an example, for me, I was connected with Yoruba tribe, and I never knew that until I started to research my past origin, okay, and have the understanding of African descent and the different foods they ate that were healing for their bodies, okay? So we always have to have the understanding to tap in 1616, which is on the clock, and see what is best for us when we're dealing with our heritage, when we're dealing with healing and roots. It's always best. The best teacher is experience, okay? You can listen to what everyone else have to say, okay? We can take constructive criticism. That's fine. We can take people's opinions and advice as well. But you are master of the ship. And we have to experience things for ourselves in order to see how do it resonate with the being. 1717 was on the clock, okay? On my healing journey, you know, I had many individuals tell me what I need to take, what I need to eat, what I need to do. But I tapped into my higher self, and I listened to what my higher self is telling me to do, okay? And also my body. Because if we're on a healing journey and we take the time and we tap into that Virgo energy, because I had a Virgo tell me one day, long time ago, he said, that's all I have to do is listen to my body. It's going to tell me, you know, it's going to tell me if I'm eating this, no, you ain't supposed to be eating it, because I'm going to feel a certain way. And that's how it goes, you know. So always be familiar. Sometimes what's for everyone else is not for you. And that's okay. Be fine with it. You know, and I'm the type of individual, I'm going to directly go by my higher self, okay? I'm very confident in my choices that I make. And if I do make mistakes, then I know how to return back and fix them if I'm not happy. But I'm always going to go with what's best for me and how I feel, okay? And it's nothing's going to change that. And that's what type of energy I've been in all my life. I really had. It's like, I'm going to do what I want to do for me, okay? And no one's going to never change that. And me personally, I think everyone should be like that. You know, I love to give constructive criticism. You know, I speak about the transformational times, some of my stories, to help others ascend and elevate. But I always say, we is our biggest teachers, ourselves. And we're going to have to learn things by experiencing them. That's how we're going to ascend. That's how we're going to know what's for us, is by experiencing it. Okay? And not being afraid, and just having an understanding of, no matter how complex the challenging moment is and the obstacles, we face them head on. Okay? And say, I'm going to make it through this challenging moment, no matter how complex it is. And I'm going to come out a winner, because winners always find a way to win. And we are all winners. Okay? So if you are a Cancer energies are beautiful. Like I said, they quiet, they intuitive, they mystical, they very sensitive and emotional beings. So that just means you're just like hardwired psychic abilities, really deep. Okay? And once we tune into that energy, it helps us with our true divinity. Okay, because it's going to help us to align. It's going to help us to become balanced with that heart-based project from the heart, that spiritual project. Okay, because we all have it in us. No one is excluded, no matter the religion, no matter the skin pigmentation. Okay, we all have a unique talent that's within us to access. Okay? And how we access it, we tap into that energy of astrology. That's why I teach it. We find out our birth chart, and we view every aspect of that birth chart. Once we find out that sun sign is our soul purpose. Okay? And it's going to tell us everything about ourselves and why are we here on the planet. Okay? So it's very beneficial to tap into astrology and learn about each aspect, because the more you learn about the aspects of astrology, you're going to learn about yourself. And you're going to say, well, okay, well, I'm 40 and I'm in the house of, for an example, Cancer, the 4th house. So I need to tune into the family roots, my heritage. I need to return back, maybe go to what is that? I did a DNA testing, ancestral.com. You know, and I need to find out my past origin, you know, and find out. I look up everything. For an example, what remedies that my grandmother used. Okay, these was rituals. What remedy did my grandmother use for when she was ill? You know, because I ain't gonna say all things is beneficial for us now that they did back in the ancient days, but we can take something that's high vibrating and be able to heal from, because those were powerful rituals that my granny used to do. For an example, you know, she said they got a spider bite, and they would take and get the roots out of the ground and boil those roots in hot water. And then as it cooled down, they would drink that water, and that spider bite will go down from drinking the roots from the ground. Okay? So it's a lot of ancient remedies from our ancient origins. and they consider to be ritual as well and magical, okay, that we really is turning back to, but we be unaware of the knowledge because we don't know, and once we are familiar with it, like I said, it helps us on our journey. It helps us to heal. It helps us to perceive a higher level of consciousness, and it helps us to connect with the family and also the roots, okay? So don't never be afraid of who you are, and we are magic. That's what we're brought here for. Okay, to be able to tap into the true divinity, access the fire we have within us, create whatever we want to create for this reality, and we have the power to do so. Okay, so when we dealing with that sun energy, we have the sun has 7 cycles it go through, and the sun is connected with our 7 main body chakras. Okay, the sun communicates to us with that electrical energy through our body, and we communicate back to the sun. That's the masculine energy. That's the physical energy. Okay, so once we tap into that astrology and that sun sign, it's going to help us so much on our path. Okay, I always be familiar with that, and I'm stepping out. Been stepping out for a while. I'm doing astrology readings. Look, at King of Cups just flew out. No gender specific. King of Cups or Queen of Cups. Wholeness. Stepping out. Being a creator. Participated in philanthropy. Okay. Also being whole within yourself. Also loving, nourishing, healing, positive role model, connecting with the ancient ancestors. This is a number of abundance. It's abundance of all. Abundance, wealth, great health, entrepreneurship, great companionships, great relationships in all aspects of your life. Everything is all good with this King of Cups or Queen of Cups. Powerful energy. Okay? I always be familiar with that. So we got great energy here. And, we can experience the Queen of Swords. Not so good energy. Unbalanced. And then we tap into the energy of Queen of Cups to become balanced. We have to have those highs and lows throughout the universe to create something beautiful. So we're going to have that energy of Queen of Swords. Okay? It's going to be an overindulging, unbalanced ego, too egotistic, a not so kind person. Bad decisions, and we all have this energy. This is set energy, but we can move, we can transmit the energy into Queen of Cups. Be positive. Leave things that's no longer fulfilling behind. Add things that's essential and become love, and tap into the energy of the nourisher, the healer, and all positive aspects in life to vibrate to your highest potential. Okay? Always be familiar with that. It can be done. We can all transcend. We can move from the state of not so good to good. And I always say, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. And we all can change from the decisions that we made if they are not fulfilling and high vibrating to us. Ra give us that Ra shine every rising to say, okay, this is not so good. Let me move from the state of confusion as I'm talking about it. Just keep coming up. 5 of Cups, not knowing which way to go, overthinking, anxiety, you know. And once we have that energy, we go inside intuitively and we fix it, and we start to strive like the Seven of Pentacles. We start working on a bag. We start working on that business that we want to be fulfilling for us, that is our aspirations. Okay, we work on it with hard work, dedication, and drive. Hello. And we don't give up. 21 on the clock. We don't give up until we accomplish the goal. Okay, and then look. Three of Cups, celebration. As I said, Seven of Pentacles. We start working on the bag. We start to build that strong foundation. Having that dedication. Okay? Being persistent with that project. Mastering that trade. Working on that bag. And then boom. Three of Cups, celebration. Because we did all the necessary work. And that's what it's about. I love doing tarot because it tells a story for each individual of how we can tap into a high vibrating state. We can move from a low state, a not so fulfilling state, to a high state. Okay, it's just like correspondence. Okay, we're going to have the experiences of low vibrating energy, the underworld, spiritual, darkness, and we also gonna have the experiences of the light, the high vibration. No, it's manifested. So we have to have the understanding of mentalism. Mind is matter. All is mind, mind is all. We create our realities based upon our thoughts. And we can transmit like fermentation from that lead to liquid gold. Okay? We can rise above all negativity. Always be familiar with that. So that's all for Cancer energy. Anything else you want us to know, universe? Okay, I got 3 cards flew out. I'm just gonna do one. So Queen of Cups. Again, I already just said that. Ace of Pentacles. In the world, everything is going in your favor. This is positive energy. This Queen of Cups is overfilling. This is positivity in all aspects. One of the most positive decks in the card. Nourish in a deck. One of the most positive cards in the deck. Excuse me. Nourisher, healer, hardwired empathy of love. Okay. Balance with the mind, the body, the spirit, the emotions as a whole. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. Okay, being able to step out into their new beginnings. All opportunities is going to work in your favor. All aspects of life is turning in your favor. And then we have the World card, and that's symbolic to the Tepamors. Everything moving in full circle, and you are balanced with the spiritual, the physical, the mental, and the emotional. Okay? And this is the end. So this is a number of completion as well. This is grand power. This is all powerful cards. This is all love. So like I said, we can always transcend from a state of darkness to a state of light, positivity, love, nourisher, healer. Okay? Practicing philanthropy, okay, being abundant and giving back to the universe, because we are whole. We are the Tepamorphs energy. Okay? We are the Queen of Cups energy. No gender specific, male or female. Everything is abundant for us. So continue on, okay? I love you all. I'm sending you all positive energy and high vibes. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You hit the like button and you leave me any comments or any questions in my description below. I love you. Excuse my video if it's a little bit fadey, y'all, because I'm out in nature as usual. I love you, and I'll be back with more. Peace and love.